Fall has finally arrived. Several days ago I harvested both of the remaining pumpkins. They're not going to make it. The one I think I'm going to have to throw out, that was the smaller one. But the bigger one was the Corvette. That one is going to be too green for Halloween, so I'll use it as a decoration for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I cannot remember the name of that other pumpkin all of a sudden. Oh well, it was the one I didn't like so much. I have not had any coffee. I got up late, so of course the memory is gone. In the fibro fog. I do have fibromyalgia, and that affects a lot of things in your body, and one of them is your brain. Anyway, let me move back a bit. Let's see. Alright, sorry about the jerking around. There's a little bee coming after me. I went to an antique store in my town and found this fencing for $25, several feet of it, and it's not antique, of course, but it's somebody's old garden fence. I've been wanting a garden fence for years, so I took a day out and I set up my my brand new garden beds, which I had not set up last spring. I left them in the garage. I had 6 of them, and now I only have 4 because garages always have rodents, and rodents ate the other 2. So when I saw that, I thought I better get these up. So rather than filling them completely with soil, I am filling the bottom with twigs and garden waste. As you can see there, that's an old one. That's a very long bed that's not very high. That's more of a salad bed. But that's going to be the middle of the garden now, because I didn't like where it was. So anyway, I'm going to also fill them with leaves, and when the leaves start falling, I do have 3 trees within reach of my property. One of them is losing leaves right now, that one. The next one to go will be there we go, my hickory tree, shagbark hickory. And I'll gather up the leaves from those and put them on here, and also from neighbors' lawns if I can sneak over and take their leaves. We do also have a maple on the neighbor's lawn in the front, but that one doesn't get the message about losing its leaves till December, and I doubt I'll be wanting to be out here in December. So we also have a forest preserve across the street, but because of various insects and because it disturbs the ecosystem of the forest preserve, I'm not going to be taking any leaves out of there. So here are the old beds. That's the old big bed over there. All the tomato plants are gone. Some of the pepper plants are still hanging on, even though we had a light frost the other night. They'll probably be gone by the first week of November because it's going to get really cold. So yeah, that's where we're at this week. Magic lantern, that's the one I'm probably going to throw out. It's rather soft. It's very green and it's rather soft, so I'm probably going to throw that one out. The one that's remaining is the Corvette, which I said is still too green for Halloween, unless I want green pumpkin. So yeah, it's going to be a different looking garden next year. Still not quite weeded, so please ignore that, but I'm setting it up so there are less weeds to deal with, and it's a little more good looking for the neighbors, you know. Of course, eventually I'm going to have a fence here that's you're not going to be able to see into the yard so easily. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Someone did write me privately and said, you know, when I showed my Halloween decorations, my outdoor ones, I never did show the whole setup. I just kind of showed part of it, little parts of it. So I'll go out in front and show that to you, and that'll be this week's video. Might see you on Halloween. And I'm going to try to keep going with videos, but it's not going to be every week. But throughout the winter I'm going to maintain a presence on YouTube. I haven't done that in the past, and excuse me, by the next year I find myself rebuilding everything because of course everyone gets bored and they unsub during the winter. So we may be getting into some crafting, garden related crafting and garden related crafting and some other things like that. So hang around. And right now I'm going to go out and take a picture of my outdoor display. Okay, here's my display, my Halloween display. I think I called it garden related. Oh boy, what a day. Okay, but anyway, that's the little graveyard. And we did have a very rainy windstorm